Hi everybody, it's Sandy. Welcome to a thing, a rant, and an apology. My thing is that my finger is healing up just fine. For those who have seen my little bandage, I'm doing great. It's not broken, everything's good, and it's getting better. I did have a little incident with the trunk of the car and my finger colliding, and yeah, it's at least on my left hand. My rant is about Hudson now carrying Daniel Smith watercolors. I've been playing with tube watercolor paints for quite some time, trying out a couple of different brands, and it's really hard to test them all out simply because there are so many and they're ridiculously expensive to buy a good enough selection to test everything. So I haven't tested all of them. But when I started doing some small testing, the Daniel Smith watercolors started to stand out quickly in my mind, and I started buying just a little bit of them here and there, a few more colors. Then I saw them at CHA, and they were super nice people, and I chatted with them, and I introduced them to Hudson, and Ellen wanted to bring them into the store. I love the idea of bringing things like Daniel Smith quality paints into a craft environment, because you guys can then have access to really good stuff to make your craft projects with, but you don't have to pay extra shipping to send one little tube of paint to yourself through the mail. So you can buy it along with all your other crafty things. Daniel Smith is so excited about this partnership and working with Ellen that they are doing a giveaway. And it's a giveaway that Ellen is shipping out, but they gave her 300 of these cards. This is Primatech paints. These are some samples of some of their colors. They're dots of paint, so you just take your brush to them and you can make your own swatches. So I made hex swatches because that's what I do. I don't know how to make swatches if I don't make hexagon shapes. And I just tried them out to see what they looked like, because there's some in here that have a little glitter, a little shimmer to them, some that have a little granulation. And there's enough to do a swatch chart, plus do a little bit of painting with them, so you can try them out and see if that works for you. The other thing that you have to know, though, is that in order to qualify for that, there's only 300 of them, and you have to buy at least one tube of Daniel Smith watercolors at Ellen Hudson. You might ask, what the heck do I buy? Well, I have some recommendations on the blog today, but if you want one really quick, because you want to be in the first 300, I'll tell you my two favorites, my two top recommendations. If you're just going to buy one tube, then I would try one of these two. Let's see if the camera will focus on them. We have Opera Pink, which is like this really pink. It's like a super bright electric pink, and Quinacridone Gold. It's just the best yellow there is. I just have to say, you guys know me and yellow. Come on, camera, focus. Focus on me again. Thank you very much. So those are two recommendations. I have kind of a little myriad of recommendations on the blog. You can also get their set of 6. The starter set is great, and you'll see a video over on my channel today on the main channel that has a whole thing about how to swatch them out and how to do color charts and everything with them. Which brings me to my apology. To those who might get that, or who already noticed that potentially, that they have in this set of 6, there's 2 yellows, 2 reds, 2 blues, a warm and a cool in each. When I put them in my palette, I swapped the blues by accident. And I went through the whole thing. I did the color wheel, I did the color charts and everything before I even realized it. The video was done, it was uploaded, and I was processing some photos, and I went, wait a minute, that looks wrong. So on my blog, I've corrected the information, so the charts there are correct, even though the video has some errors in it. But the good thing about that is that the charts still worked. They still worked because red and blue and yellow are still primaries. Even if one blue is a little cooler, one blue is a little warmer, you can mix and match them. That's the great thing, and there's a chart that shows you how you can mix and match them. So apologies to people who didn't like that and are mad at me because I made a mistake, because I'm human. But lots more information is, of course, on the blog. And I hope that you are one of the lucky ones that makes it in the 300, so that you get a little freebie in your little packet from Ellen Hudson. And I'll see you guys later. Bye!